Hey guys, it's Richard at Alphins. Today I'm going to give you an update on the market again as the rebound continues, and we'll look at some specific trade setups as well. But before I do that, let me just mention that if you're serious about making money trading altcoins, please do check out our trading education curriculum, which includes 10 webinar lessons complete with notes where we teach 7 trading strategies that you can use on this Alphins platform directly. The lessons are basically real trading sessions. Now let's get back to the market update. Recall that about 2 weeks ago we talked about how the market reached extremely oversold conditions where RSI was dipping well below 30, which was really screaming oversold. And certainly in the last 2 weeks, we've gotten a solid bounce since then. In just the last week, we're looking at 10% gains for Bitcoin, 18% gains from Ethereum, Solana 25%, Cardano 9%, and so on. So a very solid bounce back as we expected following the very extremely oversold conditions based on the RSI reading. By the way, to find very extreme RSI oversold situations, very easy to do that on our platform. If you go to the signals and filters, RSI, you can indicate that you want everything that's oversold, and there you have it, 80 coins that are oversold under 30. You can also do that actually from the signal summary, which we just recently dramatically improved and enhanced. So we've got these predefined filters with a number of trading blocks that you can use basically for your trading strategy. Here again, we've got a section that says very oversold, and you can click on that. And in this case, it's defined as RSI is below 25. So these are really extremely oversold coins, potentially due for a bounce back. Now that we've bounced back, what we're seeing is very solid momentum. Momentum defined as MACD, bullish crossover, and an RSI crossover 50. So let's take a look at Ethereum, for example. If you look at the MACD indicator, which is down here, right? Here's the MACD histogram. Clearly it's inflected about 10 days ago, and it's been improving. And now there was a buy flag here on, let's see, when was this? January 30th, so about 5 days ago, and that's worked really well. If you're looking for such buy flags, MACD crossovers, we have them on our platform. Again, you can go to signal summary and find coins that have had a recent MACD crossover as well. Right here, fresh momentum MACD signal line crossover. If you click on that, it'll take you to the results for this specific filter. So here are some of the fresh, these are in the last 2 days. These coins have had a fresh MACD, bullish MACD crossover, so strong momentum shift. Could be worth exploring all these coins. Now, one might ask himself, you know, have we seen the bottom in the market? And it's still too early to tell. Certainly very bullish and positive activity or price action in the last few days. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's see. Let's get rid of this filter. Bitcoin and Ethereum have kind of rallied in the last couple of days particularly, and broken over some resistance areas. For Bitcoin it was 40,000, for Ethereum 3,000, so very bullish. Is it a beginning of a trend reversal? It could be, but it remains to be seen. Really, we need to start seeing some higher highs and higher lows, and we're not at that point yet. But it is good to see this sort of positive bullish action. right? For Ethereum, if we zoom in a bit, higher high would really mean breaking about 3,500. And that would be a higher high and a beginning of a trend reversal in my view. So for now, this is still really more or less a very strong upswing or a bounce from a support level. I wouldn't call it yet a true reversal just yet. If we look at the curated chart, there is some, as you can see, there's a downtrend line here for Ethereum specifically. You know, if we cross above that, that will be maybe the first sign, but really the really stiff resistance zone is around 3,500. It's also a 200-day moving average, so it's really going to be a big test. And if we surpass that, we will make a new higher high, right? Because the prior swing high was around that level, so we need to surpass that to make a higher high, which is an indication of an uptrend. So we're still ways away from that, but you know, if Ethereum does that, I think the whole market will follow. Now, I wanted to look at some curated charts as well. We're seeing some good bullish breakouts. One other thing that I actually wanted to do here first, you know, to answer the question, are we in a trend reversal or early stages of a trend reversal? To find coins that have, at least on the short-term basis, have crossed over into an uptrend, maybe on the medium, on the long-term basis, have not quite gotten to that point because a lot of trends were just completely destroyed in the last few months. But maybe on the short-term basis, they are in an uptrend. There's 266 of those. And also, let's add one of my favorite momentum inflection or momentum bullish trend, which would be that the MACD histogram is improving or growing. So now we're down to 184 items. So again, we could save this and say short-term up and momentum bullish. So this will be now under our saved filters here and down here. And we could also create an alert to get a list of these coins on a daily basis. Okay, let's see what's on this list. A stable coin, obviously we're going to ignore that, but Avalanche is on it, Crypto.com, Near Protocol, which is another layer 1 protocol competitor to Ethereum, FTX token, Decentraland, which is a metaverse name, right? Leo, which is a coin for Bitfinex, if I recall correctly. So some really interesting names here that, if we look at the trend, are in an uptrend on the short-term basis, at least right here, this column here. They're in an up or a strong uptrend. Now the medium and long term may not be an uptrend yet. Leo is indicating strong uptrend across all three. That's pretty impressive, actually, very impressive. Gate token as well. So you've got a few that have maintained their uptrend even through the correction that we've experienced. But the point is that these coins, at least on the short-term basis, have already crossed over into an uptrend. It could be an early indication of a complete trend reversal, right? And they also have a bullish momentum. So if we look at the chart here, if we look at Avalanche specifically, you know, it's an uptrend on the short-term basis, and the momentum histogram bars are headed in the right direction, improving. Okay, so this is a very easy screen that you can create and save and come back to it. If you do save it, it will be under your signal summary section on the top section of that page right here. Here is the one that we just created, so I can easily just jump to the results now for my custom created filter or custom created screener. Now let's go to the curated charts. Again, an area where I think we've done a really good job at creating some easy trade setup situations for you if you don't have much time. This is certainly a section that you should be checking out on a daily basis for some trade setups, and where we talk about whether it's bullish, neutral, whether there's been a breakout here. We've seen, like I said, in the last couple of days, increasingly more bullish breakouts. So let's take a look at Avalanche, for example. Avalanche here, this is basically a break above the $75 resistance zone. So the price had been trading in a descending triangle. It dipped all the way down to the 200-day moving average, and look at how it respected it. Okay, it's broken through it a few times, but in general it is respected that moving average as a support area, and now bounced off of it and above the $75 resistance zone, and there's a good chance that it may continue to swing. If you look at the MACD indicator or the MACD crossover, here's a buy flag that recently happened. There's still a room to run here in terms of momentum. RSI, we're just about to cross over the 50, which is also a bullish indication. So there is a good chance that this token's price may advance to that trend line, resistance trend line up here, so close to $100 from here. And so there's a bunch of these here that I recommend that you check out. It's a good starting point for some of your trade setups. Again, this is just my own opinion, not financial advice. I recommend that you do your own research and analysis, but I hope that this tool helps you with that as well. If you have any questions, please email us at invest@altfins.com. Good luck trading.